so much. Awesome. Give him the hand. Anybody else want to do this really quick? As you can see, we're not going to get into anything deep and emotional. It's just establishing a baseline, showing you how to do this naturally. Anybody else want to try this?
I'll try.
Come on up, Kath. All right, give her a hand. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Kath.
You need my glasses on or off because that was a problem.
You actually do not, it doesn't actually matter to me. However, does anyone else need glasses off?
I can see from the sides.
Okay.
It might be good practice to see someone who's wearing, glasses.
Wearing glasses.
I agree. You want to get good at this, and when people are in their natural state, you don't want to have to rely on asking all your clients to remove their glasses. But initially, when you're doing this, sometimes it does help to have somebody, a volunteer who's willing to slow down their eye movements and who's willing to be examined up close. But believe me, it takes a lot of time to get comfortable with this. Okay, so I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. That's the whole point of me doing this first, so that everyone sees that you can get very natural at this. Okay, so I'm going to actually go a different direction and not going to use the sheet this time. Okay, and I'm just going to do this naturally because Kath and I get along pretty well, and I feel pretty confident with this. Kath, what color shirt were you wearing yesterday?
I think it's red.
Okay, great.
I'm wearing red now.
Ish.
Yes.
Ish, red-ish.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, great. And now, when you think about the shirt that you were wearing yesterday, the red shirt, I want you to kind of forget about that line of questioning because I'm going to ask you a little bit about interior of your home.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, what color is your living room?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay. And you're not crazy about that color.
It's time to paint.
It's time to paint. So, as you're considering painting, I want you to think about what it would look like if you had purple spots all over your living room.
Okay.
Okay, now what do you notice first about those spots?
Have the lumps and woozles.
Okay, and so when you think about that and those spots that are on your wall,
Yeah.
are they large or are they small or what's the?
They're big.
Okay, great. And so when you think about those spots, what do you notice about your emotional connection to those?
Oh gosh, my emotional connection to those is, well, they're in my house. I don't like it.
Okay.
But they're great other places.
Sure, right. So you're okay with purple spots?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so now that we've gone down that path, I'm going to start over with you because that's kind of just to clear. That's a normal introductory conversation I have with quite a few people, so that you practice short-term memory before we get into long-term memory stuff. I'm going to ask you about your first bicycle.
Okay.
Okay, and I want you to remember that very first one that you had.
Okay.
And as you recall that, what do you notice first?
It's blue.
Okay.
My favorite color.
Your favorite color?
It was a Schwinn Stingray with the bananas.
Okay, and when you
And handlebars.
whenever you described the Schwinn, did you see the Schwinn label on the bicycle?
No, I just remember my dad telling me.
Told you it was a Schwinn. Okay. Why was it important for me to ask that? When she recalled the Schwinn, her eyes did something totally different than anything else, so I now know that that was an auditory memory. Okay? That one, when she said the Schwinn, was auditory. But everything else was visual. Okay? Now, when you consider the blue, what type of blue was it?
Kind of a royal blue.
Okay. And whenever you think about the royal blue bicycle, is that an image that's coming to your mind?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, and is it that in motion or is it still?
It's still
Okay. Bright and vivid or kind of blurry and...
bright.
Okay. And like when you say bright, is it also in like high definition vivid or is it more like dull?
Oh, no, I can see it.
Okay, you can see it clearly. Are you in the picture or not?
No,
You're not in the picture.
no, I'm just
And
looking at it.
you're looking at it, and is it in a particular location?
Yes.
What is that location?
It's in the carport of our first house.
Okay. And the carport of your first house, was it a 2-car, 1-car?
One.
1-car, great. How much difficulty are you guys having with her visuals?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead, right?
Lots of looking,
Straight ahead, and almost closes her eyes a lot to recall visuals, right? Why do you think she closes her eyes a lot to recall visuals?
To remember it better.
concentrate.
Why?
Oh, because
She wants to
so
see.
she's not seeing you.
Yeah.
So she's not getting distracted because her eyes go straight forward, recalling visuals. So to keep herself from getting distracted, she closes her eyes a lot. Okay? And you can actually see that rapid eye movement, the lids go really fast. Okay, what sounds are important whenever you consider your bicycle? Now, let me give you an example. Whenever I was a kid, I used to smash Coke cans, and I would wedge them on the top tire in between the frame and the tire so that it sounded like a motorcycle whenever I would go down the street.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that, okay. So did you ever do that? Anyone else?
With playing cards.
Yeah. Playing cards?
No, we did do playing cards.
Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
did do playing
It's
cards
similar,
sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, and did it have a horn? No horns. Well, that's sad. Okay. Well,
Our
are there?
bicycle did, I'm told.
Okay.
And
And
I saw a picture of it.
oh, well, there you go. Well, you're told about that, and we need a sound that you can recall. So, as you consider any sounds that you can remember that are associated with that bicycle. Uh-oh.
Well, it wasn't associated with that bicycle. I wanted, I'm too young, but I wanted a bicycle that had gears.
Why gears?
Because they sounded great.
What about
You
the
changed
specific?
them, and they felt even better
Hmm.
when you're pedaling.
Okay.
And you changed gears.
Okay.
And that, I don't know, I don't ride a bike. I haven't ridden a bike in 100 years.
Well, when you consider that sound, when you're hearing it, is it a loud sound or is it a soft sound?
Well, it's
Or
really
quiet?
soft and it
Quiet.
feels cool.
Is it a quiet sound? It's a quiet sound. Do you see what I did there? She's already trying to go kinesthetic, and then I played along with it. I'm sorry. So you said it's a quiet sound of the changing of the
Yes,
gears,
yes.
and these are one of those that changed up here. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, was there any sound associated with that whenever you moved it, the gear shifter?
Yeah, kind of a clicking thing.
Kind of a clicking thing. And whenever you think about that clicking, what direction does it come from?
Like left or right or up or down or what? I don't know what you mean.
Sure. If that makes sense to you.
That way.
Okay, great. And whenever you pointed that direction, that's over that shoulder, so it's kind of behind you.
Yes.
Okay. Now, does it seem like it's coming from behind you, outside of your body, or inside of your own body?
Outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Did everyone get a good baseline on auditory yet? Okay, where?
She kept going down the line.
Down, right. Down the left. Anyone have anything different that you thought you were seeing? No? Do you have any type of tactile feelings that remind you of that bicycle?
So the one with the gears or without the gears?
Which one are you thinking of most now?
The one with the gears.
Okay, that one's fine. Let's think about that one. Which feelings are most associated now?
Oh, I felt cool. I
Yeah?
was a sixth grader. I could ride my bike to school.
Yeah?
I could shift my gears going uphill.
And whenever you feel cool, do you feel light and at ease, or do you feel more like in control and having to perform?
Ooh. That's kind of both.
Okay. So,
Depends on which other sixth graders you're around.
okay, I got you. And so, did you feel more positive on that bike or negative?
Positive.
Positive. And whenever you consider positive emotion, is there any type of, does that give you any feeling, any sensations in your body whatsoever?
Well, yes.
Okay. And as you consider that feeling, where is that mostly?
Here.
Here in the heart, right?
Yeah.
And is it like pulsing or rapid or not really? It's static and just kind of there.
It's just static. That's not a word I would use, but it's just
Okay. What word would you use?
resting.
Resting. And whenever you think about resting, is that a peaceful feeling or is it more nerve-wracking?
Peaceful.
Peaceful feeling. Okay. Did everybody get a good beat on the kinesthetics?
Down and to the right.
Yeah, it was down this way. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much, Kath. Everybody give Kath a hand. Now, is that more in line with the diagram? Was Kath more in line with the diagram? Were either of the subjects today identical with the diagram?
Oh, yeah.
No. Right? So it's very important for you to get a baseline. Okay? All right. Break up into small groups. Let's hit this really fast.